Hello, I'm Jeff from Engineering and Manufacturing. On this episode, we're going to see about getting that fireplace out and put onto the forklift cart I have, and we'll stick around and see how it goes. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, next, as you can see, I got it quite a ways out. There's the main pipe and all, and what's down on this stove. Last thing I got to do before pulling it is I got to disconnect the power to it. There's a plug I added all the way down into here, and it comes from, which is good, I don't have to turn the power off. I had a little junction box right here, and all I had to do was disconnect the hot wire. So once I did that, there's no power down here. And you can see the power line runs all the way up to the top up there. So that's what I'm going to do now. It'll take a little tedious work to get in there and disconnect everything. I won't have to do that with the pellet stove. It's a separate thing. So, and pellet stove has a track that I can put on here and roll it out from the wall. So yeah, I can just attach the power plug on the framing on the inside back there, and I won't have to have it as part of the actual stove. Okay, I'm going to be doing that. It's probably not fun watching me lay down here with a flashlight and a little screwdriver and undo stuff, but I'll bring you back when I get all that disconnected. Well, okay, I have the wiring disconnected, got the plug out. I discovered that the metal box that's in there is riveted there, so I figure it must have been part of the stove, because I didn't do that. I wouldn't have riveted it. Anyway, I can't disconnect the wire from it because it's got one of those clamps on it here. You know, one of these guys that you can pinch the wire, and I can't. It must have happened before I pushed it in. So I'm going to have to pull this thing out a bit in order to get to that, and it's a lot heavier than I remembered. 15 years ago, back when I was young, dumb, and full of well, you know. So I think I'm going to lighten it up as best as I can. I'll try to empty the ash, and I think this door will come off. That's a big cast iron thing. It's got to be able to come off, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. Whew. All right, I'll find a place to put it. Well, that helped about 20 pounds probably. Okay, let's just get this junk out of here. What did I do with my shovel? Maybe the bricks will come out too, I don't know. They must. When you assemble stuff, you gotta be able to put it in and to take it apart. Okay, that's not bad. To see if I can't tug it out. I did hurt my lower back a few days ago from rototilling outside. I'm pulling back on the rototiller, but well, let's just see what I can do here. Oh yeah. Do I need to disconnect anything down there? Oh, yeah, I probably won't be needing that, but there's an air inlet to the place. Maybe I can pivot it enough to not worry about it. Yeah, I can just about get to the screws on that thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, I push the wiring out now. Almost. If I can even knock that off of there, the nut that's on the other side. Not like I need it, because it's got to be ran somewhere inside. I've got a lot of length there. I think I'll see about cutting it. Yeah, there it's cut. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know what that's going to be like out there when I try to pull it. Could mangle up the sheet metal there, but I won't need it. Oh yeah. There. If I can untape it from there. It's just got that duct taping on it. Yeah. I may need to look into that a little bit. There is a bracket thing back here I should be able to undo and take a look. All right. call you back when I think I can get that disconnected. Okay, I was able to cut out the piece that was attached down there for that's the air inlet pipe. And you adjusted it with, this damper here. So I was able to get that disconnected. And as you can see, I pulled it out quite a ways from this place. And my main problem now is the fact trying to get it out the door. It is too wide. Let me back up a little bit here. It's too wide from here to here, but it isn't from the back to the front. So when I pull it out, I have a kind of a mechanical forklift, works with the cranking of a handle. If I can get it on that and turn it, I should be able to then go out that door. All right, we'll see. Bye. Well, I'm going to see if I can't put this on my little forklift here. I gotta get the thing sideways first before I can try. And that's what I'm attempting to do. Let's back this up a bit. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be too heavy on one side. I think I'm gonna have to hook around it and hold that end up. Okay. Well, there's not a lot I can hook it onto this thing. It's all sheet metal all the way around, nothing. I'm gonna try to see if I can lift it by one side and we'll see what happens. I have no idea. Well, it appears one side is up. I just don't know about the other. Nope. There it goes. I got it. Wow. Okay. Well, I can get it up. I think I'm going to put it down though for the time being until I'm ready to go out the door. Okay, I just need to find a spacer for the front. All right, I'll bring you back when I'm ready. Okay, I got this 2x4 I sawed off of here. I think I can use it to try to help hold that end up while I lower it, just to keep it safe. Hitting over on that other side first. There. Okay. I guess I'm down all the way. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to make a path to the door, probably take the door hinges off, and see if I can get it outside. All right. Okay, I have come up with a little different method here. I strapped clear around it with a bigger one, and it kept sliding, so I put it on the corner, which helps tend to hold it right there. And then I've got it strapped up to the top and over onto the axle here. The issue is, of course, the higher I lift it, the more I have to tighten the ratchet, because as this goes up, of course, it will loosen. Anyway, I think that I should be able to try to get it out the door here. I'm going to get it turned around. I got to pick up this carpet, take the door off the hinges, and I'll see how it works. And so will you. All right, bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Jeff here from Eng-Manfac, Engineering and Manufacturing. Stay tuned for next time while we try to get that thing out the door there. Subscribe if you can, please. Thank you.